When I think of Charles Spurgeon or George Whitefield or Mueller or some of those old greats, that I put Leonard in that class. He was kind of like a representation of that English. He was from England. He didn't claim to be a prophet. He wasn't, but he had that kind of prophetic edge. He didn't cut you any slack. Wonderful man. In fact, when I left David Wilkerson in 1980, when we went out as Dallas Holm and Praise, it took me under his wing a little bit. And after the prayer meetings, he would say, "Dallas, come on over to my office. We need to talk." And he had a library that every wall, floor to ceiling, was all these great old books. He knew every line from every book. He'd say, you need to read, and he'd pull a book out. Or he said, like Spurgeon said in his book, and he'd go over and he'd pull it off and he'd read a quote. Wow. He really educated me as to the history of people who had shed their blood for the faith, and it really, really impressed me. I would say put one of the firm pillars of my spiritual foundation underneath me.